says, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is it working well? Let's see. I'll unmute for just a second so I can hear. Yeah, that was me. I could hear my voice. It is real. All right, let's check. All right, that one is live too. Yay, yay, yay. So we're going to do our normal share everywhere things. Let's copy that. And we shall go to all of my new besties in all of these Discords. Let's see. Some of them have shares, some of them do not. It is what it is. I don't know why they all don't put it on. I mean, this is how you build a community, right? You all go and hang out with each other. Let's see. Thing is, though, everyone has it a little different, right? So there's a little different place to share on all of them. So I must find all of the places. Let's see. Shameless self-promo. That is a great place for me to go. There we go. That's where we are. Perfect. Two dorks. It's original. It's the first Discord I was ever on. It was Legion of Dorks. They're my peoples. Hype yourself. Bunch of tight-knit creative peoples, and I love them. All right, let's see. And of course, my page does it automatically. All right. I think I hit all of the places. Oh, no, missed one. The one I'm reading for today on QWERTY's channel. All right, where am I? QWERTY has a lot of things on her channel. Let me see if I can find the right place. And meanwhile, if y'all want to put in what you are reading today, and I will get to chat in just a moment. Free books, yay. Self-promo, that works for me. I think that's a good place to put it. All right, cool. Cool. All right, I'm pretty sure I hit all the spots. And we can get going. It looks like I am not getting chat over here. Let me refresh and see if that works. Nope. All right, let me see. The chat is not popping up for some reason on YouTube Studio. So let me go over here and pull it up because I would like to talk to you fabulous people. And it's kind of hard to do if I can't see your chat. Being psychic is not one of my skills. So, there we go. So I shall just come over here like a viewer. It also gives me a chance to like my own video. Because I do stuff like that. I don't like that the video's off the square. I'll fix it later. Awesome. So good evening, everyone. We just got back from Comicpalooza. And that was a blast. The lit track, so much fun that we had on that lit track. So many great guests, so many great panelists. The audience participated and was involved. It was wonderful. So it was small, but when you're trying to reboot something that used to be huge, it takes a little bit to regain the respect of the group, right? So that's where we're at. We're trying to tell people, look, we are awesome. We see you and we are bringing content for you. So that is what we are trying to do. And we shall continue to do so. All right. Let's see. So tonight we will do the same thing we normally do. We will sprint for 60 minutes and we will break for like 15 or so. Right now it's still daylight out. Yay, summer. Except for the fact that it's hot and I had to turn off my fan or y'all would have to hear it. Otherwise, yay, summer. I know most of us I'm west of the Mississippi though, but I'm in Houston. It's always hot. A lot of people east of the Mississippi who aren't used to these really hot temperatures in June are really getting tortured. So I hope you are inside under your fan and you can grab a wonderful book and sit down and enjoy yourself. I have 2 books left to finish Here Kid 1.0. So Quarty has the second Here Kid Hardest Reading Challenge you ever do 2.0 up and ready to go. I've already done a bunch of planning. I will film that video later this week so you can see. But I really, really, really want to get 1.0 done first. And I only have 2 books left. One is Kill Creatures by Rory Power. This is my new release in June. So I have this one to get done, and that completes one category. And the last category to complete is the Kickstarter one. And that one I'm doing Bats in the Belfry by Kevin J. Anderson. And I think this one I'm going to go ahead and finish tonight. Both of them are under 300 pages. I should easily be able to get them done in the next 2 days because I am exhausted from Comic Palooza. And I'm having trouble concentrating on anything else. So just relaxing and reading is very nice right now. So I should be able to finish these in the next couple days. And then, woohoo! I thwarted evil Quarty and got Here Kid 1.0 complete. Now, I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do that with 2.0 because that one is definitely the new hardest reading challenge I'll ever do. It's a little nuts. I started pulling books off my shelf for stuff I planned and then realized it was like 130 books or something. I'm like, there's no way. And then luckily I missed something at the beginning that was like, every book can count for 2 categories. I was like, oh, thank heavens. Like it was not, instead of the hardest reading challenge, like the impossible reading challenge. So, okay, now it's a lot more doable. Now, having no repeats is really cool, but I didn't want to limit myself to only reading for Here Kid, right? I read for other things. I have lots of stuff going on. I have other plans. But I will say, Quarty did a really good job this year of making the categories more easily, the categories more easily, the books I'm already reading, it's more easy to fit them in the categories. For me anyways, for my reading. So that was nice. Few challenges. There's some award one where you have to like use an entrant. So people who have just entered it, but the problem is a lot of those don't have those. A lot of the winning, you can't just enter it. And then a lot of them that you can just enter, because they're chosen, right? They're not just entered. And the ones that you can just enter, they don't share that info, right? They only share the things like the semifinalists and the finalists and the winners. Because some of them, they have thousands of people that enter. They're not putting that anywhere. Why would they want to host all that info? And also, if they're saying, oh, these people entered, they're also saying that we approve of these people, right? And they don't, right? An award doesn't want to deal with that. So that category I don't like. But here is the cool part. Quarty made a thing where you can get points for reading books. So you have all this point thing, and you can check off points. And with those points, you can then not do one book, right? You can cross off one book. I don't have to read that one. So I will probably do that for that. I love the way that this is still really challenging, but it feels more doable and it feels more like you can make it more really fit your reading style and what you need to read. So it's incredible what she's done. But I will put a video up about that later. But for now, I must finish these books. I'm so excited. And hi, Tolbert. Nice to see you. How are you doing? What are you reading today? Please let us know in the chat, which also goes for anyone else joining us. Please make sure to let us know what it is you are reading. But I'm excited for the early daylight as I got distracted. No one who knows me is surprised. I do not need my light yet, my lamp. But the old lady reading lamp will be coming out. So sorry. I know it doesn't make for a pretty video, but I have to see or I can't read. So it is what it is. But let's get ready for our first sprint. Reading sprints. I have my timer up and set. Yes, there it is. So we will sprint for an hour and then break for about 15 minutes. But so excited. Get these books done. I love reading sprints. I love the excuse to just read. Oh no, I have to. It's for work. I must read. Such a hard life I live. All right. Here we go. Oh no, wait. I need the timer on my phone. I keep saying I'm going to get a sound and life is a lot. Where's my 1 hour? There it is. It's been an hour. We made it all the way to an hour, and I am on page, let's see, 92. Not bad. Not bad. That's pretty good pirates. That's pretty good progress in Bats in the Belfry. So, not too bad. It's full of dad jokes, like normal. Trying to figure out the mystery and what's happening. Let's see, how did y'all do in your reading? What adventures are you going on? Let me know, let me know. Sorry, there's a little moth out there. I'm like, what was that? Let's see how everyone is doing. If I can hit the right screen somewhere. There it is. I think stacked up, so. Zario. Wow, bright light, bright light. I'll be lurking, but I'll have to make the screen tiny, too bright. Oh, is it? It is pretty white, huh? It is. My background is very white. Is a very, very bright. Let's see. Paula just finished Sprint, so you're heading to bed, but wanted to pop in and hug on the like button. Thank you, Paula. I very much appreciate it. I'm still using your Water Llama app, so hopefully I will get it done today. With this beautiful water bottle, should finish me off. And Alicia joined us. Hi, Alicia. Just joining. We'll be cleaning up my desk. That is an important thing. My desk is a disaster right now. It is piled with books and lists and stuff I really need to deal with. 2 big conventions in 1 month is just gotten everything. It's always like, I'll deal with that when I get this done. And so it's all over the place. It's been crazy, but fun. But lots of fun. Azariah got to run off. Have a good one. Good to see you. I'm so glad you joined us. Alicia cleaned their desk and waiting on Happy to Watch TV to watch Homestead Rescue. Oh, I like Homestead Rescue. That's fun. Growing vegetables is something I have always wanted to do. Just that. I don't want to live in a homestead. Just would like to grow some vegetables. But again, it's one more hobby, right? There's only so much time. There's only so much time. And yes, I do recognize it's a first world problem that growing vegetables would be a hobby for me, not a necessity for living. I do recognize this. I did used to love to garden, but that was just gardening though, like flowers and, shrubbery and mowing the lawn. Something about mowing the lawn that was relaxing. But I'm old now. And it all hurts. Everything hurts. And I'm not even old yet. But I'm old enough. And everything still hurts from, again, 2 cons in a row. Those books are heavy. Hauling books back and forth. It's exhausting. Alicia got the Hallmark Dream Book, and there are so many ornaments I want this year. Oh, I do love my Christmas ornaments. I went crazy last Christmas, though, because Christmas was like such a small, tiny thing for many years. And I know so many people and so many of my friends, Halloween is their favorite holiday. My mom, my brother, and I do like Halloween. Don't get me wrong. But Christmas was my favorite. Christmas is full of hope and giving and pretty colors. And it's always been my favorite. But I had not been feeling in a very hopeful mood. And last year, I was just like, forget it. Forget it. Everything sucks. Everything's awful. We're just going to celebrate anyways. Let's just celebrate while we can. And I went crazy. I bought so many new decorations. I decked out rooms I'd never decorated before. We just went crazy. I started baking. I baked cookies again, which I had not done in years. I want Christmas this year. So we shall see how I feel this year. Again, everything sucks still. Some of it much, much worse than it was last Christmas. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll celebrate even harder. Krista's catalog. Hi, Krista. Good to see you. Started my book club book. Need to finish it by Thursday. Ooh, what are y'all reading for book club? I'm excited. Let's see. Our book club for July. We are reading... Oh, it's right here. Oh, I never started the timer. Hold on. Let me do that. Even though now, since we've been talking, I might stop early. But I at least don't want to go forever. I do have reading I must do. For our book club for July, we're doing Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. So I'm so excited to finally start this. It's been on my list. I've had it for quite a while, and I'm very, very excited to finally dive in. I could use a cozy read right now. Well, the one I'm reading now is pretty cozy too. This is a cozy noir mystery kind of thing. But very, very excited. And since the series is done too, I can just like finish it, right? I don't have to wait for anything. So that's kind of cool too. Well, except my TBR. I have to wait for my TBR. Let's see. Jean. Hi, Jean. Good to see you. Welcome in. You're going to go on a walk on the next sprint. It's over 100 degrees here, so hopefully there's a breeze, right? Yeah. Hat for the sun and water bottle. That's at this weather. I still walk because you can't avoid the heat. It's Houston. But I take water with me, right? Like it's necessary. Alicia's the same, right? Life sucks. Let's celebrate, man. I'm just going to celebrate because otherwise, what's the point? Let's have some fun. Let's eat some good things. Let's recklessly spend because, I mean, what are they going to do? Take everything? Well, they're going to do that anyways. So prices went up this year too. Oh no, that's no good. But, you know, can't even blame them, right? Like, there's so little control. Everything's going up. Every time I go to the grocery store, I about have a heart attack. Let's see. Hubby is ready, so I'll leave you to watch for a few hours. Enjoy, Alicia. Enjoy. Escape for just a little while. Krista hosts the romance book club at work. Ooh, and you work at a library. Oh my gosh, you have so many choices then. That's fantastic. You're reading The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo this month. Oh, I have that one too. I want to do that. Jean, it is not. This one is in my real life book club right here in Spring. So it is a real life book club at Copperfield's bookstore. It is my favorite local indie store. So that's where we have the book club. And we only read fantasy, sci-fi, and horror. You know, if you haven't figured out about me, I've got a theme going. But we do want to start a buddy read. A buddy read, virtual buddy read that will be Misplaced Mercenaries. We're going to do that one. It is the first completed series that my company has published. And so we want to do a buddy read with that and the author. So the author can come on and he can talk about it and you know, why he came up with the ideas he did and, you know, how he organizes his humor while still hitting those really hard emotional beats. So he will be on as well to answer your questions. So we will be starting that next month. We are just getting the dates aligned, and then I have to make some ad copy. And then we will get that started. So if you like fantasy and you don't mind swearing, because there's definitely swearing in that book. I mean, they're mercenaries. What do you want? You know, not like they have to live in polite society, except they get involved with the royal court. But that's kind of the point of the story. So it's really funny. In Canada, yeah, exactly, right? I'm so sorry. But if you want to do that one, if you like fantasy, and everything that we have that we publish is quick. So it's quick fantasy. So we are going to be doing those. Love your choices, so that's why I wanted to ask if you're... Yeah, no, not yet. We're keeping this one in person because most of my life is virtual, right? Like I do all kinds of things virtual. So I try to do as much in real life things as I can. So this one, sadly, is in real life. Or, I mean, happy for me, sad for you. I'm very sorry, Jean. But if we get enough participation, I would not mind doing a virtual group as well. But one thing at a time. As you can see by my current numbers, we're still growing, right? So we're not quite big enough to support an online group yet. So, but you stick around, Jean. You could be the first founding member with me. We can make it happen. So we choose, and we do, I have to say, we do choose some pretty fun books. Some well-known, like this one, right? And then last month we read The Last to Leave the Room, which never heard of before. So it's all kinds. And we read indie. Oh, that was the month before. Last month we read the Nutcracker one. But that was indie, right? So there's Engines of Winter. That's what it was called. Engines of Winter, which is an indie. So we read widely, as in widely published kind of books, very popular ones we've never heard of, indie authors, from indie presses, everything. But we do stick with fantasy, sci-fi, and horror. That's the rule. And under 500 pages. because everyone isn't crazy like me reading bazillion pages a month, right? So we're trying to include as many people as we can. And so we want to make sure that they can get it. We had a couple people that joined just because they weren't reading at all and they really wanted to read at least one book a month. And so when you're also including people like that are really trying to get into it, you don't want to like kill their enthusiasm by, making them read Brandon Sanderson right away, right? I mean, look, love Brandon Sanderson, but his books, right? It's not fair for someone just trying to get into it. And a couple of those people are reading 2 or 3 books a month now. They were just wanting one and they're reading 2 or 3. It's kind of, as you might know, Jean, right? As you start doing this and you like really get excited about it, then suddenly you find yourself reading instead of doing some other things. So you find yourself, this is fun. I want to keep reading this. And in book group, of course, we talk about books, even ones that we haven't chosen yet. And so they're all like, ooh, that sounds fun. I want to read that one too. And it becomes a whole thing. And it's a wonderful thing. And I love it. But I've always loved readers. I love readers. I love writers. I just love this world. Creatives are something else, right? Something unique. So, but yeah, so I'm very, very thrilled to finish this one. We'll kick off a category in Here Kid, and then I just have one left, and I'll be done. I'll be done. Successful Here Kid 1.0. So I'm very happy about that. Very happy. But this, by the way, is why I have books all over my desk, because I keep just taking them out and putting them up here. Never putting them back. So I'm going to put this one back, because I'm not going to read that till July. Okay, I'm going to attempt. I'm not going to put it back. It is what it is. Oh, I will say, though, I have read so far this month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books. I've read 9 books this month so far. Only 2 of them, and only because I cheated and replaced them with ones I'd actually chosen, are from my TBR game. And these 2 that I'm having to finish right now, this one and Kill Creatures, are also not from my TBR game. Sometimes my TBR game is all random stuff, which is fun, but then I don't get the things checked off I need to check off. So I have to read the checked off books, right? Before I can get to the random ones from my TBR. So after I read these 2, I need to get to as many on this actual TBR as I can. Otherwise, it's going to be very embarrassing when I do my wrap-up / July TBR. And look, I read 14 books. None of them were on my list. Okay, well, 2 of them. Doing the best I can. There's only so much time in the day. And, working full-time job and trying to write my own books. And, yeah, taking care of family. Maintaining friendships. Life is a lot. As much as it hurts, it can't all be about reading for fun. Sadly. So sadly. But it's what it is. So I think, because I know I talked a bit before I started the timer, I'm going to say we're probably pretty close to 15 minutes. So I'm going to reset and get back to this one. So let's stop that. We can reset it for now. Go back to reading sprints, reset that, and we shall do this again. And I will see all you beautiful people in an hour. That's my fancy alarm. That's all I got for you. I'm going to start the timer now so I don't forget. Let's see. I got to page. It was way darker in here when I turned that light off. 154. So I am a little past halfway right now. So little past halfway. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. So I am enjoying it. It's definitely cozy. It's just like the other ones, which is nice. That's why I read it. Let's see. Where were we in chat? Oh, we had some awesome people join us. What do we have? We had Chris join us. Hello. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well too, Chris. Just got back from 2 big conventions. They were quite exciting and exhausting, so it is very nice to just read right now. Let's see. And Christina. Hi, Christina. Just lying here trying not to melt. I know, it's so hot. I'm so sorry. At least, like in Houston, we're used to the heat. It's kind of like when it gets really snowy for us and we don't know what to do with it. Now the opposite's happening, right? And up north, it's suffering from this heat that we are accustomed to. We know how to handle. Yeah, I am so sorry. I don't know. I will tell you, things that help me are cold showers. I know that sounds silly, but it works. And hair being wet helps keep it cool. So that's a big thing. And of course, drink really cold drinks. So anything really cold, because then your body heat is, you know what I mean? It lowers your temperature. So no hot soups. No, just something cold. Smoothies, ice cream, all of these things. This will help drop the temperature. Hi, Glenda. Good to see you this evening. Good to see you. And Christina's reminding us to hydrate, which I've almost drank this whole thing. So hopefully I will get it done. Oh, look at the lines on my arm from sitting on my desk. Is it this one? No, it's this one. Oh, this one. Yep. I was leaning on my desk while I'm reading. That's hilarious. So definitely trying to hydrate, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Yes, please remember to hit the like button. I much appreciate it. Get it out there so more people can join us and get their reading done. So I don't know that I will finish this book today, but I'll definitely finish it tomorrow morning. So I have one more sprint to go, which I will definitely not finish it during that time, but nice dent considering I was only like 30 pages in when we started today. So Christina, it did rain for about 2 minutes, and about 30 minutes later, the temp did drop a bit. We had malts, but it was hot. They said feels like 110. Woo! I'll tell you though, when it's really hot like that, the rain cools off for a second, but then it's hotter because now you're in a sauna. The rain makes it worse down here when it's hot. So we'll have to see. You have to let me know if it ends up being a sauna or not. But it being at night, that will help, right? Hopefully it'll stay cooler from the rain. But yeah, it feels like 110. That's pretty typical for us too. This is normal. It actually got hot later for us. Usually we're much hotter in May and April than we were this year. But the rain wouldn't stop. It would not stop raining down here, and it was the worst. I'm like, we're like moving to wet, dry seasons. You know, a lot of the rainforest has that, right? Wet and dry seasons. That's what we're heading for, I think. It's how Houston's weather is changing. It rained as the sun was going down. Good. So that's helpful. So hopefully that will keep it down a little more bearable at night. I'm assuming, do you have air condition? I'm assuming you have air condition. If not, I don't know how you're surviving. I've always said the Houston heat doesn't bother me, but if I didn't have air condition, I would very much change my mind about that. It's still too hot at night to sleep well, because who can afford to pay air condition to get it cold enough? But at least I'm not dying. So for Krista, it's in the 80s today because it's been storming all day, right? Yeah, that's for us. It gets into the 80s from the rain, and that's about it. But a quick rainstorm and then leaving just makes it more humid. Like all weekend, it was sauna weather. It was all sauna. You swim through the air in Houston. You don't actually walk through it in the summer. It's swimming. But if we go wet, dry season, I have no idea what's going to happen. We'll see. Climate change. It's a weird thing, man. It's a weird thing. We're all just guessing out here, seeing what's going to happen. We're still thinking about moving to Indiana. I know that's where it's really hot right now, but they have more balanced weather and they're safer. The part of Indiana we want to go to is more stable. So weather-wise. So we shall see. It's called the Green Belt for a reason. But we laughed. We're like, yeah, but it's Indiana. Like, not sure I agree with the politics. I mean, I'm from there, right? I'm from Northwest Indiana, right outside Chicago. At least my teenage years I spent there. Navy brat. We lived a lot of places. But that place, like, really, that's where I spent my teenage years. Chicago, my favorite city in the world. Love it. But can't afford to live there. Can't afford to live in Houston. Houston's way cheaper. So that's not happening. But in the Green Belt and it goes to like Indiana, Illinois, parts of Ohio. I can't remember where else it goes. But Indiana is also where my brother lives. So that would be really cool to live up there with family. So Christina says, yeah, after April with everything covered in 3 to 6 inches of ice and breaking trees, I'm trying not to complain. Right? Exactly. Exactly. Yep. That's a whole nother ball game. My problem is I can't take the cloud cover that just comes in and doesn't leave for months. But we've been experiencing that in Houston now. Just weeks of cloud cover. Rain, no rain, but just clouds. So if I have to experience that down here, I might as well just, go to Indiana. So I don't know. We'll see. Because it's supposed to get, over the next couple decades, it's supposed to get so hot in Houston that it's really, really not habitable. So we'll see. And I don't mean we're all going to die. I just mean we can't go outside. And if we can't go outside, what's the point? What's the point? I need my outside time. You have a little window unit. Camping out in the 10 by 10 room, right? See, that's the big thing. It's like I said, down here, we can't deal with the heat. We don't have, the cold. We can't deal with the cold. We don't have snow plows. We don't have salt or chemicals to put on the road. We don't have any of that stuff, which is why we shut down. And then up north, when I lived up there too, we didn't have central air, right? So obviously you don't either, Christina. So up north, it's just not made for that. I will tell you, move to Indiana, we will make sure we have central air because it is getting warmer, right? I need my central air. But yeah, that's a thing that isn't often seen because it's not necessary, right? If you only have a couple weeks of hot weather, you can deal with it. But it's becoming a couple months now, right? So it's definitely becoming more. Also, I don't understand, like down here, everything has fences. All of our yards are fenced. We all have high privacy fences. And in Indiana, it seems when they build houses, they don't build that. That's not included. The fencing's not part. I'm like, what do you do with dogs? And I'm so confused by that, the not having fences as just part of building your house. So, we might all be the same country, but there are definitely regional differences. So, oh no, what happened to Charles? Was it too many late nights? It was just too late? He's not allowed to get hurt. You told him he wasn't allowed to get hurt, right? Plus, it cannot be fun in that heat. If you're hurt. No, wait. Or sick? Forget it. Not fun. Family roots and dream job is the only thing keeping me here. I wish I could move everyone somewhere colder. Yeah, I feel you, Krista. But it's just our nuclear family, right? That's here. And then Kevin's got some family here as well. But my kids are the priority. I don't want to live far away from them, period. And even though they're 24 and 21, but what's the point without my kids? So my son is willing to move. My brother even has a job for him. And my daughter is finishing school, but she is also willing to move. So we're all ready for a change. It would be really nice to live somewhere less expensive. It is more rural where we are going, as in smaller towns. But Chicago's only an hour away. Right now, we live 23 miles, I think, from Houston, and it's an hour away. So I think we're good. So that shouldn't be too bad at all. So when I need my big city, which I do on a pretty regular basis, it's not so bad to go up there. Yep. You lived in Texas for a while too, Christina? Nice. You have to build your own and your dogs are escape artists. Oh no. Yeah, the fence thing is just so confusing. And even with the escape artists, our two right now are not escape artists, but I have had some in the past. Um, I did have a dog that loved to dig, so that was very frustrating. And my Vizsla could climb the fence when we had a wire one. So these wooden ones with the straight slats, those she couldn't climb, but she could climb the wire ones. I was like, what the? Dogs, dogs. But yeah, yep. You told him he wasn't allowed to get hurt, but he went shopping and slipped in the pro. So it wasn't even at work. It was when he went grocery shopping. Come on. You'll have to change that story up. You got to tell a better story. Like he was, going across the street and there was a little girl about to be hit by a bus and he ran to get her real quick and then tripped on their way back to the sidewalk. I mean, come on. You got to tell a better story. He has an avulsion fracture in his wrist. Fingers crossed it won't need surgery. Yes. Let's face it, we're not young anymore, right, Christina? Unfortunately. Things don't heal the way they're supposed to any longer. Krista, that's the best idea, though. I live 40 minutes away from the big city here, so I live in a rural town, but I go to the city on the weekend. Yeah, right? Then you get the best of both worlds. You can kind of have the nice balance. You don't have bad traffic in your everyday living, but then you can go out to the city and, live the dream for the weekend. Every time Zafo has points, except this time because we had to use them for the company, we usually use the points for us to just go downtown for a weekend. We're just going to hang downtown for a whole weekend. We're just going to stay here and get in the hotel. You don't have to drive back and forth. And then we can drink and just walk around, right? We don't have to worry about who's going to drive or how we're going to get home and that kind of thing. So we do that also. And when I want to go to the museums and the zoos, and that's what we do when we go down there, right? We're like, whose turn is it this time? Where are we going, right? We're going to go, we hiked the Houston Arboretum last time we went. So there's always adventure. Always adventure. So we shall see. It's looking like a pretty good bet at this point. My daughter, though, has a new boyfriend, so we have to make sure, and she's like head over heels, so we have to make sure he's into it also, and he seems to be. So, but that relationship is still new, so we'll have to see. But one way or another, we have like a year and a half, because that's when my daughter will be done with her farm tech program, which will be a perfect time. She has that she can do now. She's a dog groomer. I mean, she already has a job. It could even be a career, but she doesn't want to do that forever. So she'll have her farm tech, and then she can transfer to finish her last 2 years of college, so she can get her bio degree, so she can then go and get her farm D. So that would be a good time to move, is when she's done with her farm tech. Then she can, finish the degree up in Indiana. So yes, tell him better story. I mean, if you need a writer to make it work for you, I can help. I gotcha. We fantasy fans need to stick together. Krista, we go to the bigger shops and nice restaurants on the weekends. Yes, absolutely. Love the shops. And the restaurants. I mean, we like to, last time we were in Houston, when we went to the Houston Arboretum, the second day we were there, we just bar hopped. So we'd have an appetizer and a drink, and then I would usually sit and read a book. There's some video on one when I did the first, when I was reading The Tainted Cup at that time. Gosh, that book was so good. And we would sit at the bar and just read. I'd read, my husband would read, and then we'd go, all right, let's go to the next one. So it was that was a lot of fun too. And that's one of those things you can't really do there's no walking in the small town, right? There's everything, you have to drive to get everywhere, which is why if I was rich, I would live in the big city. I want a walking lifestyle. I want to live a walking lifestyle, but it's just not very conducive to the American way of living, which is pretty sad if you ask me. The suburbs are definitely not built for walking. No doubt. So, but, plus I need my theater and my museums and, fun, cool things like that. But I also need my wilderness. But if I had a choice, my everyday, I'd rather it be walking. But I don't have a choice because we're not wealthy. So it is what it is. All right. So our time is just about up, and we're going to have one more sprint to get these books done as close as possible. And let's get the reading on. Let me restart that one. Yep. All right. We're going to call that close enough. I'm anxious to read. I'm so anxious to read. All right, let's hit this timer. Been pretty good about remembering my timer this time. All right, I'll see y'all in an hour. Look at that. We made it through. Made it through 3, and I made it to page 210. I have about 50 pages left. Not bad, not bad. I might finish tonight. We'll see. It's going pretty fast. I haven't decided because I do have a few more things I need to do, and I don't want to stay up all night. So, but one way or another, I'd say that's pretty darn good. How did everyone else do? Did anyone finish a book? I love when people finish books. That makes me happy. But I'll definitely finish it by tomorrow. And then I just have one more to go. And then your kid one is done. Success, success, success. Made taco salad and now eating. I thought it said waiting, right? Right? So I was like, waiting for what? Because it was waiting and then 3 dots. I'm like, and waiting for what? What is it? I'm so excited right now. It could be anything. Excellent. Taco salad sounds delicious. We cheated today and had Taco Bell. There's like no food in the house right now. So, we're doing the best we can until we can hit the store, which should be tomorrow. So we shall see. But yep, busy as always, back from 2 cons. And then I have meeting with a friend on Wednesday. I have meeting with a client on Thursday, and then writing with Jess on Thursday. Tuesday, we might do trivia. It depends on how many people come. Because when it's a lot of people, for the team, right? So if there's a lot of people on the team, which seems to over the summer, because a lot of them, it's my son and his friends. So a lot of them are still in college, most of them are done with college, like undergrad, but a lot of them are in postgrad and stuff. So then they come home. So during the summer, there's usually a bunch of people playing, and we're like, well, wait, you guys play, have fun. So we'll see. What cover is on the front of your Kindle? Just stickers. Do you mean this part? I mean, that's the back of my Kindle, right? The front of my Kindle, the cover is Kill Creatures. It wasn't up just now, so if you didn't see it, Jean, that's because it wasn't there. Here's the cover. Kill Creatures by Rory Powers. This is the last book. This is my June release. And I did just begin it. I'm 11% in? Something like that. And it's under 300 pages. So this will be a quick read too. But so far, pretty darn good. Oops, I hit stay here. Wrong thing. That's right. I looked at what page I was on, so we're good. I can find it again. But yeah, so far quite good. And we shall see. We shall see how it goes. Thrillers are hit or miss for me. But for me to like it right away this fast, that's a good sign. And I've not read anything by Rory Powers before. I don't know if this is a debut or what, but I am excited. I've seen some people buy it. I haven't seen anyone read it. So we shall see what I think. I love it. That's one of my favorite things with the hardest reading challenge you ever do is reading the new releases. Because I have so many books, I don't always get to the new releases. And it's really exciting to read the books I have, but also the new releases. I don't feel, as much FOMO. Because I can't read everything everyone's reading. But if at least I get to one that just came out, that makes me feel a little more present within the, current reader community. So I kind of like it. And Christina's reminding us to hydrate, feed thyself, which I'm going to do after this. Check the laundry, take meds. My laundries are done. And meds are going to have to wait till morning. I forgot to take them this morning, and I'm not going to take them now. So I have like 3 sips left, and I'll have this whole liter done during sprints. So that's pretty good. But I haven't stood up once, so I need to go walk around for a minute. Get everything flowing. You're welcome, Glenda. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully we shall have a good week. Lots to do, but not another convention this weekend. So I feel pretty calm. That's nice. Looked like the Rose Code by Kate Quinn when you quickly showed it. Oh, I got it. I could see that. It was just whatever ad was on there. So, but I think I don't have the Rose Code. I've heard good things about it. I do have the Alice Network by Kate Quinn. So I do have that one that I need to get to. I am not on Storygraph. I'm on Goodreads. And the thought of transferring everything to something new freaks me out a little. So I'm not on Storygraph, even though the things I've heard and the stats they give you seems a lot better, and supporting a small business makes me happy too, but I just can't. Yeah, Kill Creatures is available to the public. It's Kill Creatures by Rory Powers. Like I said, it just came out last Tuesday, I think. I don't know. Let me see. Let me find it. Let's see. I shall find the link for you. Pretty sure. You know, I don't know if I can post in my own channel. We'll find out. We shall find out. Hold on. Let's see. Let me give you a shorter link than that. Make sure I did that right. I did. Haha! Excellent. On Goodreads, I am, let me find me, I think it's Kay Colby Writes, but let me see. Let me see, I will share that too. Yeah, Kay, no, that's, I'm not even on Twitter anymore, I gotta switch that. Home. I forgot how I find my Goodreads scene. I did it the other day. Why is everything so hard? Profile? It's under profile, right? Profile. I don't remember where it is. Ah, gotcha. That's fair. That's fair. I would love to be on, like I said, it's just so daunting. So it's not like I'll never do it. Can't say I'll never do it, but not right now. I just can't. It's one too many things. And Christina, I can't remember how to find. Christina, I can't remember how to find my profile. I mean, I'm on it, but I can't remember how to find the thing to give it to you. Maybe it's under here. Nope. Maybe this one? I don't know, see if this works. That might just invite you to Goodreads and not work at all for my profile. Account settings. Haha. We try account settings. I give up. I don't see this problem with Goodreads, right? Like it's just really it's really difficult to use. I know I had it somewhere. I put it on one of my videos one time when I figured it out. Yeah, I have the menu under my thing and I click on profile. Do I just have to be in the profile thing and it pops up? Oh, links are not coming through in my chat. All right, cool. And the chat is not working in the studio. Yeah, it says something went wrong. So I don't know why chat is not working in YouTube Studio. So I can't edit there either. So we'll deal with it. It's not like we never see each other. We'll figure it out. I will figure out how to share it again, like I did the first time. And then I'll get you the info. So the name is Kelly Lynn Colby. It's my author name. So just like is in here. Yeah, so it's Kelly Colby, it says here, but Lynn, Lynn, middle name. So Kelly Lynn Colby. I use my author profile as also my Goodreads because it's me. And I have nothing to hide. What I'm reading is what I'm reading. My opinions on what I'm reading is my opinions on what I'm reading. There you go. See, you figured it out. I just added you as a friend. Done. There you go. I added you as a friend, so it should be pending. Since I apparently cannot figure this nonsense out, which is why we need you, Christina. I don't know how we do any of this stuff without you. So, yeah. Problem solved. And I'm sorry, Jean, not in Storygraph, unfortunately. Like I said, someday. I like their charts better. I like a lot of stuff Storygraph does. And again, I like supporting a small business. I run a small business. I support. But man, transferring everything, I can't even wrap my head around that. So, yeah, she did. She posted her own on purpose so I could friend her from my Goodreads account. So quite frankly, Jean, if you're friends with Christina, once Christina approves my account as a friend, you can find me from her too. It's a roundabout way. I'm so sorry I am incapable of figuring it out. There's a reason why I married IT, so he can fix things for me. Because I apparently not capable. Awesome. All right. Y'all are amazing. I am going to run away, get a few other things done. It's never ending, as I know, you guys know, it is never ending. Approved! Woohoo! Christina and I are friends. Hi, Sean. Good to see you. Christina is now your friend, it says. My daughter laughed at me one time when she went into my browser and she went to type Google, right? So she could search Google, which I don't know why she was doing that anyway. She just put it in the browser. But anyways, so she was putting in Google, but Goodreads came up first. She was like, only you, Mom. Only you. It's good to see you, Sean. Welcome, welcome. You're here right at the end as we're about to run away. We have done all of our reading. I don't have an end screen. I need to work on that. I'm not a professional. I'm just a hobbyist doing the best I can, squeezing it in. So, excellent. All right. Well, I hope you all have an amazing evening. Is my daughter 75 years old? No. Why? Because she crochets? Because she does. Or you mean because she puts in Google? I don't know. She's not. I don't know why I'm like, why are you typing Google in the browser? It's all right. I mean, she does most things on her phone anyways, right? Oh, you rated me over on Twitch. I'm so sorry. I had it up, but then I went to Goodreads. So then I didn't see it anymore because we were on Goodreads. So I will go over here and say, thanks for the raid. Nope, wrong one. Like I said, if I could figure out how to not be on Twitch, I would. Because, like, I can't figure out how to do one. I can't. I mean, look, I have more followers on YouTube now than I have on Twitch. And I've been doing Twitch for like 4 times longer. Oh, Christina found it. Did you find it, Christina? Are you my hero? She Googled Google. Exactly, Sean. She did. She does crochet too, though. So maybe she is 75. Maybe she is. But yeah. Now you get to see all the books I'm consuming, Christina. It's a lot of fun. I love it. And I get to see all the books you're consuming. But, yes. Goodreads is more like Bad Reads. It's a database. It's a database I use to keep my life a little more straight when it comes to that part. A database I didn't have to make. Don't know many non-octogenarians that do that. Yep. What can I say? Gen Z is weird, okay? Gen Z, man. All right. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, Christina. I'm glad we've hooked up on Goodreads. It's great to see you, Sean. Thank you for the raid. I much appreciate it. And Jean, it was awesome. As soon as we get that, enough activity on here, then I will do a virtual book club. And you could be our first member and help pick the first book. That will be great. So that is my author page, but I use my author page as my profile is my author profile. It's the same profile. So I don't know how else to, when I go to profile on my page, I keep all my stuff. I go to profile, it goes right to my author stuff. So they're connected. Because I am the author. So, and again, I have nothing to hide. So we put it all on there. But yeah, I need to figure all the things out. Only so much I can get done in a day. But because my author page and my personal, the stuff, I use my author page as also all the stuff I read. I use it as my personal page too. That I have no secret identity. How about that? I think that's why it's harder for me to find my little profile link, because it's different. So it's easier. What you just did, Christina. Here's mine. Yay, I'll friend you. Add friend. Done. So excellent. Thank you, everyone. I will see you soon around in other people's sprints for sure. You know I love to hang there as well. If not, I will see you next Monday for our next reading sprints, where I shall be finishing up last-minute books in June that I am trying to get done. So keep it simple. Exactly. So most of it's simple that way, Christina, except when I'm trying to share. Then it's harder. So thank you, everyone. Is this the 6th time? There's a rule, right? We're in the South. We have so many times we have to say goodbye before it's actually goodbye. But awesome. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.